This is not a performance. I perform even when I go to buy some bread. How can I present something, in this case, the research of the week, without making it a performance? Is that even possible? Isn't everything a performance? A lecture at university is a performance, with a dramaturgy. Relations are a dramaturgical process. Would there still be a consent negotiation if I don't sacrifice my body first? When I imagine it, I feel a little pain in the heart, or is it the diaphragm?
The idea would like to take one sequence, one mood of myself, and to put it in like different interaction with public, and to create and to reopen a dialogue by having the same sequence 3 times, and by positioning the audience, by them being standing and me being in between them, and them being sitting on chair and like having a different vision of myself. In those moments, the audience and my body and the different object I'm using and the music, and it's like one big vibe, one big mood that just interact, and everything is equal.
My name is Fran and this is Tank. I'm on a master's in doc in Stockholm, and the questions that I'm responding to here are quite similar to the questions that I'm researching on the master's. And so being here in this new space with different people and different input already makes new thoughts happen, and changes the direction of the thinking, and brings friction and is stimulating. And in my caravan, my source of water, where I took my water from, was Tank. And so I was thinking about this in my caravan, and I thought, why not? He suggested himself. So we went into the training space together, and I rigged him up, and we started moving together. The relationship didn't feel so different. The work together and my construction of Tank's identity, which I felt that I was doing with him, that made me reflect on the construction of my own identity, and who got to name me and gender me, and what my relationship is with that. And then in turn, why did I find it natural or easy to construct an identity for Tank, and what does that make him, and what does that do?
So in a way, I'm intrigued by this way that Circus has of using residue almost of industrial technology. From there, I've been thinking a lot about, future dances. So if aerial dance is the dance of industrial technology, what might the dance of biotechnology be?
What I'd like to do today is actually hear conversations happening in the space while you're watching me do an aerial dance. The challenge that I set to you is that rather than looking at each other, you look at me when you're talking. The person writing can look while they write, but to try and challenge yourself to continue looking back at me during the whole dialogue.
Dana Dugan. I'm American. I'm from Los Angeles. I'm currently living there but I have a lot of my work that's based out of Montreal. I'm an artist / academic. Is kind of what I'm doing right now. I was doing hand balancing, and part of what was happening for me was that when I descended, I would queef, and there was like so much shame and so much fear, and like why, you know, not why hadn't come yet, but it was just like I felt the need to kind of hide myself. And so this like strong reaction I was having, and this kind of embarrassment with the shame, and I was like, why do I feel this shame? In the way that I do my research as practice that feeds the theory, I kind of felt like there was, the way I did it was I would be working in my body, and I would have this, what I call active listening or attunement, and I would basically just allow things to, or I would be hyper attentive to the things that were emerging in terms of words, emotions, pictures, anything that, I mean, there are physiological things that I would be paying attention to in terms of pain. Really, I didn't filter anything, I just put it all down.
Next question. What can a thought be in your practice?